Yo, what is up, my guy?
Yo, 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 what up? What up?
How's it going, bro? You doing all right?
Uh, Going fantastic, man. How you doing?
Hey, man, hanging in there, bro. Hey, just wanted to let the people know we are sorry that we couldn't get to y'all on like Thursday night. We're sorry we couldn't get to y'all on Saturday. Me and Corey, we got lives outside of this thing. We trying to make this an everyday hobby. But as you know, kids, family, everything else kind of gets in the way of that sometimes. But no big deal. Hey, we're here tonight to break it all down because Corey, I don't know if you agree with me, my guy, but this weekend, woo, there was some
Yeah,
stuff that went down in college and NFL, and we are here to talk about it.
yep, we sure are. House Divided. My name is Corey Hilliard, man. Brandon B. Hill. If you've been here before, you know what it is. If it's your first time, me Casa Su Casa, B. Hill, hit them, and let's get into it.
Guys, real simple. I'm not going to take up too much of your time with this, guys. Just do four things for us, like we always ask. If you're not a part of this House Divided family yet, why in the hell not? Tap that subscribe button, real easy. Tap the notification bell. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button as well. That's going to help get our content out there to more viewers. And last but not least, guys, though, we please y'all drop down there in those comments. We always want to hear from y'all. Good, bad, right, wrong, and different. We don't care. Y'all know the drill around here. So, Corey, let's go ahead. You know we got it. You want to share the screen or you want me to share the screen? It don't matter.
You go ahead and share it. Just zoom
I
in a
mean,
little bit.
let me get it pulled up here. Give me a second. I mean, the one game that we need to talk about in college football this weekend, man, was probably the biggest game that they had. I mean, let's be completely honest and call it what it is.
Yep.
Um, Texas and Alabama, my guy. That
Woo-hoo.
right there. I mean, I'm pretty sure if we would have did a preview show, I'm pretty sure we probably wouldn't have picked Texas. I wouldn't have. Not
I
sure if
would
you
have.
would have. So okay, that's fair. I would have picked Texas to lose, but I would have picked Alabama to not cover. So that's how I would have did that, and we would have kind of rolled it like that.
That's
Let's
fair.
go ahead.
Is it just because of your hate? Can you zoom in a little bit? It's a
Oh,
little blurry.
it's absolutely because of my hate, brother.
Zoom out, zoom in.
Hang on, let me see here. Can you do it like this?
Just
Look
click
at
on
me.
you gotta go to week 2 though.
You ain't lying. Here, I'll just
There
click on the
you
game
go.
down here. Here we go. Let's look at this. So let's put this thing up here. Everything else, okay. Man, I got to give shout outs, though, to the Texas Longhorns in this football game. To go into the environment that they did and for Quinn Ewers to play, because I'll be the first one to say right now, I thought that dude was a complete bust. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't think that he had that kind of play in him. But
Right.
I did hear something happen before the game though. I don't know if you heard about this, Corey. It was
Uh-uh.
on Twitter. Before the game, Quinn Ewers went into the Alabama locker room and he went over to Dallas Turner. He patted that man on the leg and said, "Lace him up. You're gonna need to get ready for this one."
No, he did not.
It was on Twitter. I don't know how real that is, but I'm gonna be real honest with you right now. For him to do that, that kid has got some absolute moxie and some absolute balls. I mean,
Oh man, oh man,
wow,
oh man.
wow. He's basically was just letting people know, my guy, that he's here. He's here. Look at these stats,
Woo.
Corey. I mean, 24 for 38, 349 yards, three touchdowns, and no interceptions. That's the one thing that I thought was going to happen. I thought Quinn Ewers would turn the ball over
Turn the
because he
ball over.
has
Yeah.
he has been known to throw a little couple picks and get a little erratic here and there. Dude, he was spot on the whole game. Now, man, I just can't get that dang thing to work, so we just gonna have to look at it like this.
No, you good. That was good.
Something though, man, that I did want to point out.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I think everybody can agree with us on this one, Corey. This Alabama team's going to lose at least 3 to 4 games this year. They're going to lose 3 to 4 games, Corey. They
Yeah,
are, and I'm
you
not
told me
saying
that off air. You haven't been high on Alabama at all.
I'm not.
So go ahead. I hate. I'm sorry I
I,
interrupted you.
I mean, no, you're fine. Jalen Milrow, he's a great athlete, but as far as the passing game, I mean, look at this. The numbers explain it right here.
Mm-hmm.
14 to 27, only 255 yards. He had two tutties, and then he had two picks.
Right.
They got 0 going on the run game. I mean, their offensive line, which usually at Alabama, that offensive line is usually something to be reckoned with. They're not even doing any. I mean, Texas was getting pressure all game. They were disrupting everything that Alabama. It looked like when Alabama felt like they was going to come back, I'm like, okay, hey, here comes Bama. Here they come. And then something happened. He threw a pick. I mean, man, they don't have a go-to guy either at Alabama this year. There's not that dude. I'm not seeing that dude jump out to me on the screen. Now
No.
Texas, on the other hand, Xavier Worthy, Jatavion Sanders is a day one draft pick, my guy.
Yeah,
That
he
dude
is.
at tight end is an absolute freak. He's an
Yeah.
absolute problem.
Yeah.
So I'll say this how it is. But I mean, man, what's your takes on this one, man? I don't want to just sit here and talk it all the way up and everything, but it's just like
Look, me and you talked off air about this. I mean, you said you would have picked Alabama. I think that's more your hate for Texas, but you did tell me off air that this ain't the same old Alabama. And I kind of pushed back on that. But you're right. Saban hadn't lost an out-of-conference home game since his first year. I don't think he's ever lost at home by 10 points. You look at their 2 losses last year, they were both on the last play of the game on the road. This is not the same Alabama, bro. Losing by 10 points at home. So what I'm looking for is I hate to overreact. I hate people that I don't say I hate people. I don't like when people overreact. I think we're gonna learn way more about these two teams in this game a month from now.
I agree.
But just on top of this in a vacuum, like instant reaction, what Texas did was impressive. To go into Alabama, just the A on that helmet, right? That brand, most teams go in there and they're already beat before they even get off the bus because they're intimidated. And so what Texas did, on top of not looking good against Rice last week, I think a lot of people overreacted to Rice, and I tried to pump the brakes on some people and saying, hey, man, Rice made it to a bowl game last year. Rice is pretty decent. And then what did Rice do this week? They beat Houston in overtime. Houston, I don't think anybody had Rice beating Houston. So I look, Texas, they're ranked number 4 right now, I believe, in the AP poll. Deservedly so. Quinn Ewers, the deep ball, was looking good. Every time, even when Jalen Milroe threw that deep ball and they went up 16-13, Texas came right back down the field in 3 plays and answered.
They were ready. They were ready, man. I mean, Xavier Worthy was catching the ball here and there when he needed to catch the ball. But I'm telling you, Jatavion Sanders is an absolute freak. He's an absolute matchup nightmare for whoever they play. The jury's still out, though, my guy. I'm not ready to say. I'm not going to sit here and say Texas is back. I got to see it still. There's still games to be played. A la October 7th, Red River rivalry is coming up. And we're going to jump into that game here next. But it's like, I don't know, man.
They have the best win of the first 3 weeks because there's a week 0 now. Any team, anybody, any fan from any fan base, if their team would have went in there and did to Alabama what Texas did, they'd be spouting off right now.
Yeah, they would.
If OU would have won this game, if this was OU winning by 10 points in Alabama, you'd be yelling your ass off. If this was my Oklahoma State Cowboys that went in there and did this, I'd be talking big cash shit. You know 100%, what I mean?
100%, bro. I can't argue with that one bit, not at all. I mean, they pulled up in there and they slayed the damn dragon, man. Let's just call it what it is. Nick Saban. Now, before we move on, though, do you think that this is going to be the end of the Alabama dynasty as far as we've known it? Because in my opinion, Corey, the talent level has caught up to them guys. It has.
I think the transfer portal, guys having more options, NIL, I think all of that's caught up to them. And guys have other options now, as to where before it was you had to go to Alabama or one of these schools to get to the league. It really isn't like that anymore, man. Like kids have more options and it's just more parity.
Yep.
in my opinion. So
Well, especially whenever you see a guy from Illinois, I can't remember the dude's name, but get drafted in like what was it, number 5 or number 6 to the
6,
Seattle
yeah,
Seahawks. So
yeah.
it's like you see those type of things. That's just creating more parity in college football. I mean, me as a fan of college football, I absolutely love it. I do. I think the NIL game nowadays, if you're not playing it, you're gonna get left out in the rain, and you ain't gonna be sitting there feeling too. I mean,
No.
right, wrong, and different, whatever you feel about it, you better get the hell over it because these kids nowadays, they want to get paid, they know how to
Mm-hmm.
get paid, and they're gonna
Yep.
go where they get paid. And
Yep.
all power to them. And I'm sure you, as a former player, can't argue with that one bit. Them guys deserve every single bit. Because you
Heck
best
no.
believe them damn colleges is making hella bread up off of their name.
Yes.
So they might as well get a portion of it. And I agree with it 100%.
Yep.
Okay. You got anything else on that one?
Nope.
All right, man. This one right here, I wanted to jump into this one. Looking at the score right off the bat, you're like, oh, 28-11 to SMU. My thing that I push back on, when was the last time, me as a Sooners fan, you knowing football, when was the last time you remember the Oklahoma Sooners going through the first 2 weeks of the season and only giving up 1 touchdown?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Absolutely. And something else that I do want to point out on this, and of course I'm going to sound like a Sooner fan here, but SMU would beat a lot of teams. Like if they were in the Big 12 and they're going to the ACC next season, SMU, Preston Stone, that quarterback that they had, that dude's no joke.
He was wanted
slinging that
by a
thing.
lot of teams. He was wanted by Auburn and some other D1 schools.
LJ Johnson, he was a transfer out of Texas A&M. He was like one of the highly recruited 5-star running back coming out of high school. The defense to me impressed. You had Danny Stutzman. He won Defensive Player of the Week in all of college football. My guy, he had like 17 tackles. He had a sack. I mean, Danny Stutzman as our linebacker was just all over the field. Our boy, friend of the channel, Justin Harrington, got him a little pick. You know what I'm saying? Got him an interception in this game. Justin's been looking great. The defense as a whole, my guy, is just looking like that thing is starting to come together. And something that I had to read on Twitter, because I'm flipping through Twitter, man. As soon as game's over, I want to hear what people got to say. One of the things that an OU fan said on there, it's like, us OU fans, we've been spoiled these last 5 to 10 years with high scoring, high potent offenses, but our defense could never stop a damn nosebleed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like catch 2020 here. I love it. I absolutely love it. I've always been one of those fans. Hey, if we got to win a game 28-11, then it is what it is. Hey, let's give a shout out my boy Matt. What's up, guy?
What up, Matt?
What's up? What's going on? But I mean, for me to just sit here, I was the offense, the play calling was vanilla as hell. Let's just call it what it is. I think it's kind of one of those cases as to where I don't think we want to show all our cards right now. I don't think that we do. And Dylan Gabriel faced a little bit of adversity in this game, Corey. I don't know if you got a chance to actually watch the game, but he faced some adversity in this football game to where it was like they were questioning the man. I mean, 19-27 for only 176 yards and 4 touchdowns, no picks. It wasn't a bad day at the office for him. That's not bad. It's just not like OU level quarterback play. But here's one thing that I will point out. In the fourth quarter, they had cut the lead from 14-3 to 14-11. The Oklahoma Sooner team from last season would have lost this football game. So I'm seeing growth. I came into this season, Corey, already telling you I'm not expecting no national titles. I'm not expecting any of that. I said the ceiling is 11-1. The floor is 9-3. I'm gonna stick to that, man. That's where I'm at. So, my idea, my view of my Sooners has not changed one bit. I'm still confident as hell. I'm gonna let you kind of touch on this one, Corey. Go ahead, give me some of your thoughts on this game.
If I'm a Sooner fan, I'm very happy. We can talk about the playbook being vanilla. I caught like 2 drives of it. I ain't gonna lie. It's like I yelled at my wife. I was like, "Babe, put it on. It's 14-11." So I didn't tune over until it was 14-11.
That's fair.
I was like, "Oh my God, they might lose this game." But what I did see when I turned it over to the game was, you guys got a team that can travel. And I said this when we first started our show last year. The success to a great team, you got to have a defense and a run game because those two things travel. Right. I'm very old school in the way I coach football because I coach at high school, in the way I like my team to be built. You got to be able to play defense. You got to be able to run the ball. This is old school OU football. This is what it used to look like back in the day when I played, right?
Yep.
Adrian Peterson, Kewan Jones, when they won the national title, Griffin in that defense, it was run the ball. We're going to run it down your throat. We're going to take the short passes. We're going to hit you deep when we can, and we're going to play outstanding defense. This is the formula. All right. So it might not look pretty to OU fans. It might not look pretty to all of Sooner Nation, but this is the way you get it done, bro, because these things travel, and you're going to find yourself in a tight game in the Big 12 race here down the road, i.e. Texas, where you're going to want to be able to keep Ewers and Worthy off the field. You're going to want to be able to run the ball, bleed clock, beat that defense up, and then have a fresh, healthy defense when you're back on the field, right? This is the key to success. This is what Venables and pitch. It might not look pretty, all right? You're not going to have all the passing stats. You guys are very spoiled. Whoever said that on Twitter, because you had Baker Mayfield, you had Kyler Murray, 2 Heisman winners. You had Jalen Hurts, who wound up being second in the Heisman race. It's just different, man. And this is better. Yeah, Caleb Williams. So it's different, but you're winning. You're dominating people. 28-11 is a good damn score. You beat somebody by 17 points.
I had to pull this one up, Corey. I agree. SMU might have been the second best offense that we face all year to Texas. Texas is going to be absolutely the stiffest test coming into this season. I've thought that all the way along. I'm still thinking that right now. We got Tulsa coming up this next week. Then we got Cincinnati, and we got Iowa State. I'm still in the believing that we're going to be 5-0, possibly a top 15 team. I can see us being like top 15 because they actually dropped us to 19 after this game. Corey.
I saw that, and I didn't really understand it.
Well, I understand it because everybody's all over Colorado's, you know what, and we're gonna talk about that. That's the next game I had on the docket here. They just getting some more love right now. That's absolutely fine. But I did want to talk about, though, I wanted to kind of bring it up. This is kind of a little not off subject. Did you hear about Art Briles was on the field post game?
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. Levy is married to his daughter, so.
I really think that it's kind of getting all blown out of proportion because here's the thing. At the end of the day, what the man was accused for was not right. It wasn't. Okay. It was. I'm not saying that it was a good thing, everything else, and he should just be forgiven. But the dude, they did their investigation and nothing came out of it that's saying that he was responsible for any of that.
Mm-hmm. So he turned a blind eye to it, and I think that's what
he did. But I mean, it's like, man, come on, people make mistakes.
How long are you gonna punish somebody? You know what I mean?
Right. And besides, whenever the people were asking him about it after the game, Jeff Levy just came up and straight up said, like, look, that's my father-in-law, and he was on the field with his grandchildren and his daughter. Like, me personally, I think it's getting blown out of proportion. There was some people saying that Jeff Levy about to lose his job. I'm like, y'all just need to just relax. Let's take it easy here. Because here's my thing that I'll set back. If it's not okay for that man to be on the field after what happened, why is it okay for Joe Mixon to take snaps after he knocked the hell out of that girl in that bar? Why is that acceptable?
Preach.
I mean, I'm just saying. I get it every day. You know what I mean? Yeah. Understand it. Trust me. It's the way that society is ran now. And hey, if we get some more clicks and everything on this and some hate in the comments, that's perfectly fine too. I don't care. But that was my thought on the whole matter. I think it was just getting blown out of proportion. I think we just need to move on. So that's where I'm at with it. You got anything on it to add?
I second all of that. We're in this cancel culture. That stuff happened a long time ago. Look, man, let's move on.
We knew it was a possibility when we hired Jeff Levy, my guy.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
just move
it's the
on,
dude's
bro.
father-in-law. Let's go. You know what I
I'm
mean? So
over cancel culture, so it's not even a conversation to me. I thought it was very stupid
I'm with
that
you.
we're
I'm
even
with you,
having a
my guy.
conversation, bro.
Hey, it's been all over everywhere too, man. We ain't the only ones that had that
I
conversation. I can tell
know.
you that right now. Okay, this is the one I wanted to get to right here. The Colorado Buffaloes, my guy. Starting off the season absolutely balling. Shedeur Sanders had another phenomenal game. I mean, Travis Hunter, the dude is just special. But Xavier Weaver, that's the Travis Hunter effect, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That is that's basically Travis Hunter's getting doubled over there, and somebody got single coverage going straight down the field.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing there. I mean, again, Corey, I'm gonna repeat the same thing that I did last week. I don't discredit Colorado for what they're doing. I think it's an absolutely phenomenal story. I love me some Deion Sanders. Prime time, I love all that. But can we just pump the brakes just a little bit? Can these guys play like an Oregon, or can they play like a USC? You know, can
Yeah.
we see that before you start crowning these damn guys the national champions? I mean, dude.
Ah,
Yes,
man.
yes, I'm a little bit heated that they jumped my Sooners over some BS, beating the damn Nebraska. The SMU Mustangs will pull up into Nebraska and beat them right now. I'll mark it right now.
Yeah.
Right, you can book that. So that was me. I'm just a little. I feel a little slighted on that, but I'm not taking anything away from Colorado. It's an amazing story. I just still think they're going to end up being a 7-5, something like. I could see some. I don't think they're going no like 10-2, 11-1. I'll tell you that right now.
Why
I just
can't
don't
they?
see. I'm not saying that they can't. I'm just okay. Hang on. While we getting into that, let's just do this. Let's pull up their schedule real quick. Let's take a look
Steven
at this.
G's in the house. What up, Steve?
What's up, Steven? What's going on? So, okay. So you're looking at this schedule, Corey. Colorado State, dub. I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you telling me they're about to pull up into Eugene and beat Oregon?
Did you see Oregon struggle with Texas Tech?
That's fair, but do you not think
The
that some
same
of that was
Texas Tech
maybe
team that lost to Wyoming?
hey, we gonna find hey, Wyoming 2-0 right now, my guy. They
I'm
2-0.
saying though, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I'm
They
just saying
okay.
that Oregon game is winnable.
All right, so you're gonna give that one as a win. What about damn USC? How you looking at that one? They gonna pull up.
That's
They
going to
gonna
be
beat.
in Colorado. That's going to be a primetime game. That's a winnable
So
game.
you're.
You got
I
to
see.
understand. Okay, stop before you keep going down the roster. This is what happened, bro. Go back to last year when Lincoln took over for USC in 2021. USC was 4-8, right? 4-8.
We
Lincoln
look at
Riley
that,
went
Steven.
in and revamped the whole roster. Basically, did what Deion did. Okay, kicked a bunch of people off and brought in a whole bunch of transfers, and they were 11-2 last year, or 11-3 because they lost to Tulane. So whatever you want to call it. Deion has done the same exact thing. Colorado won one game last year. This time last year, Colorado lost their second game to Air Force 31-0. All right. It's a whole new roster. It's a whole new roster. And
It
they
is. It
arguably
is.
have the best player in college football in Travis Hunter and one of the best quarterbacks. Shedeur Sanders
I,
is the truth. There's
I
not a
don't think
game
there's
on
any
their
I don't
schedule.
think there's an argument there, Corey. I think he is the best player in college football. Minus
Okay.
maybe a Caleb Williams. Non-QB. Let's go non-QB.
Yeah.
He is. He's that
And they
dude.
have a hell of a coaching staff. There's not a game on that schedule they can't win. Now, can they lose some of those? Yeah, but they can win every single game. I tell you where it's going to get loud. And I understand why a lot of people are tired of Colorado, but I'm gonna say this: if they win that Oregon game, all right, is the noise is going to get loud, okay? And people are not going to be able to stand it. Here's what people can't stand right now: that Deion Sanders, all right, has taken Colorado from the depths of hell, all right, football hell, and right now they're getting all the publicity and all the shine, and nobody can understand why. First of all, you got to understand who Deion Sanders is. He's one of the best football players that ever walked the earth. Number
That's
two, you
not
got to
right.
understand this. Everybody loves a good comeback story. It's Deion freaking Sanders, man. His kid is playing quarterback. His other kid's playing free safety. Travis Hunter is playing. All of these was at Colorado. And people don't think Colorado deserved this. Colorado did the ballsiest thing they can did. If I was the AD at Colorado when he was at Jackson State, I would have thought, man, I'm not calling this dude. There's no way in hell he's going to say, yeah, and come be the coach of Colorado. That man, that AD picked up the phone, had the balls to call, recruited Deion Sanders, and now look at him. All right. There's some haters out there.
He did. No,
Right?
hey, I'm not one. I'm not one of those. Hey, I want to be point blank. Period. Right now, I'm not a hater. I'm just not. I'm just one of those. You don't crown somebody until they absolutely earn it. And to me, beating a TCU team that was absolutely depleted from last season and beating a trash ass Nebraska team that hasn't done anything in recent memory is not something that's going to be warranted to be getting all this hype and publicity. That's all I'm saying. That's where I'm at. What do we got here?
You said what? You got a Heisman guy that's saving their ass, not buying that take. USC got a Heisman guy saving their ass. Well, look, they won 11 games. You can say what it is.
Hey,
if you ain't got no quarterback, you ain't winning shit in college football today. Right? So they won 11 games last year. And he won the Heisman. I understand what you're saying, Matt, but 11 games is 11 games, my guy.
Caleb is that dude, Matt.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? You hear me now?
Hold on. My Siri.
Oh, you had Siri popping up there, my guy.
So can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I've been here.
Okay. What were you saying just now?
I mean, to respond to what Matt just said there, Matt, I get where you're coming from, my guy. We both drink from the same water as far as Sooner fans, everything else, my guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm upset Caleb and Lincoln left too. But, bro, Caleb Williams is that dude. He is that dude. He is. He is the ultimate number one pick. There's nothing that anybody going to be able to say. Hang on. Well, but the problem is, Matt, is he's not out. He's there. And he's very much there. So
but we're forgetting about the Jordan Addisons from last year who caught a touchdown this weekend for the Minnesota Vikings.
We're gonna get to that.
I know, but there's other good players that was on that team last year. It just wasn't all Caleb Williams, bro.
No, and Zakarian Branch, that freshman they got.
The freshman number one? Yeah.
Dude. Okay, so what does this say? I don't like that Brent Villa answered the question about Deion and was called racist. Since then, I'm done. I'm out. Man, I'm with you there, but I'm not holding that against Deion, Matt. I'm not necessarily holding that against him. I mean, to be honest, Brent probably should have never touched that subject with a 10-foot pole, and he did. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Yeah. But, man, I'm looking at this schedule. I don't got Colorado beating Oregon. I don't got Colorado beating USC, and I don't got them beating Oregon State. That's the three teams right there. That's 3 losses. Okay. So I look at that. That's still 8-3 regular season going into the bowl game. I mean, hell, if you're a Colorado fan going 1-11 last year, you're 11 life.
Yeah, so, it's all gravy right now.
Okay. So I take back what I said with the 6 to 7 wins only because I could. Oh, and then at Utah, end of the season. Come on now, Cameron Rising gonna be back.
Yeah, that's not gonna be. They
so that could be full. But I'm with you. Hey, they pull up in there to Oregon and Eugene and they beat them. I will personally come on this show and eat crow. I promise you I will. So no hate there. I love what Deion's doing. He is going to turn that program around because he's just that type of dude. Okay, Corey, we just had a request, my guy, up in there. I don't know if you got a chance to see what they said. Let me pull this up here. NCAA, we got to go down here. How do I do
Steve, this? Are we talking about the 3-quarterback system?
Yeah. We got to pull this up, man. We got to. It's just a must. So let's go ahead. Let's pull down here to the Big 12. Let's look at this. Okay, so week 2. Hey, man, y'all pulled up in there and got the dub, though. So let's talk about this a little bit, Corey. Let's break this one down because I know you got a chance to watch your Okie. What do they call them? Okie Light.
Okie Light.
Okie Light. The Okie Light. So
That shit is
let's
so
go ahead.
funny.
Let's break this down. Give us your thoughts on the game from a perspective.
I thought we went into an environment. I mean, that stadium was packed. They were happy to have a primetime, nighttime game. I'll say this: we were down 15-10 at halftime and wound up winning 27-15. So the defense showed up and shut them down, right? I don't know how long we can ride out this 3-quarterback system, but it's starting to grow on me, bro. And I'll say it for this reason. All 3 guys can play. That's the number one thing. I think Alan Bowman being a super senior, Garrett Rangel being somebody who's way more mobile and can throw darts, and Gunnar Gundy, who has a beautiful deep ball and knows where to go with the ball. So you get 3 pocket passers, but they're 3 different kind of pocket passers, right? And after the Central Arkansas game last week, I didn't think we were going to win this game against Arizona State.
You didn't.
I did not. And so what happened was the run game finally started to show up, especially in the second half. We started to block people. Ollie Gordon started to get some holes. Nixon started to find some holes. He started to be able to run the ball. I thought that was a beautiful thing. We're still a work in progress. You got to take it week by week. Every week's going to have me nervous. We're just a middle of the road team, but we found a way to win 2 weeks in a row, especially against a Pac-12 opponent that's soon to be a Big 12 opponent. And we were down 15-10 at halftime, and nothing was really going our way. So I was proud of the win.
Hey, it was a good win. You should be proud of.
3 means 0. Yeah, 3 can mean 3. 3 can mean 0. It could be 2 pretty soon. Nobody's lost a job yet. It's very unconventional.
Who's your guy?
I'd go with Bowman at this point. But that's splitting hairs, man. That's splitting hairs. Right. If you look stat-wise, Gundy's been the most impressive. He's led the most touchdown drives and accumulated for the most points. And I think Garrett Rangel's right up there with him, too.
Gundy's getting the job. Come on now. Do we even got to think about this? You know Daddy going to put his son in there. Daddy going to put his son in there. Man.
I don't know. We got to be able to run the ball, bro. So it'll look, we'll see.
Hey, the only one that has a weaker schedule than us in the Big 12 is y'all. So, I mean, what 8, maybe 9 wins out of y'all this year?
It could be. It's usually a year like this that we do that.
That's what I'm saying. Whenever nobody's, I mean, hell, all them players you had transferred out of there, I'm surprised y'all won your first 2 games, to be completely honest, because it was looking like all hell was breaking loose over there, my guy.
Same here.
It is what it is. It is what it is, man. I mean, hey, we're gonna have that last bedlam. Me and you are probably gonna be pulling up to that last bedlam in Stillwater this season. So we definitely we're gonna be up in there, guys. Man, hey, good job. Y'all pulled up to Arizona State and y'all handed them an L. You can't. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Is there any other games that you can think of? I mean, this one was another one. It kind of shocked me that it stayed as close as it did, but Cameron Rising again was still not back. But I mean, after the win that Utah got last week, whenever everybody against Florida, everybody was doubting them, I thought Baylor, no problem. Man, this is the Baylor Bears that we all grew up knowing and loving, my God. It's gonna be a long year for them Baylor Bears over there, my friend. It just is.
Shout out to the A&M. They lost to Miami. I thought that was a big win for Miami. A&M's got some real problems. Jimbo Fisher is not that guy.
He never has been. Has been.
Not since Jameis Winston and the Florida State Seminoles.
Ever since Jameis Winston stole them crab legs, he never been the same, man. Ever since he let him steal them crab legs, he never been the same, my guy. Just saying. That's all. But no, this one, Miami, man, big win for Miami. Miami's kind of one of those teams when they're doing good, college football is better. Because they're one of those kind of teams that you want to see up there. You want to see you want to see the Alabamas. You want to see Texas. You want to see Oklahoma. You want to see those teams up there battling this thing out. Do I think that it's going to continue? No, I think Florida State is winning. I agree. I agree.
ATM.
ATM. He meant and. Get this man a break. That man meant and.
I like it. Hey, I like ATM because they shell out money just to get their ass whooped.
Did you second A&M player got arrested today?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about that, Corey?
I have not heard of it. I just saw something about it, but I don't know the story.
Enlighten us, Steven. Let us know over there in the comments, my guy. Drop down what in the hell happened, because I have not heard about this one.
That's wild.
So that's news to me right there. It doesn't surprise me though, man.
They let the last guy who got arrested.
Hey, all I'm saying is all them players, them defensive linemen that went over there. Hey, man, Oklahoma, we still here for you guys, man. You know what I mean? All them big time defensive recruits that OU lost to A&M. Hey, we right here, guys.
Man, I don't know if you want they got a lot of character issues on that team. A lot of the guys that lead that team go other places and get kicked off the team, bro.
No, I'm talking about the cats that we were sitting there recruiting, like a Gabriel Brownlow Dindy, like an Overton, like a David Hicks. Although I don't think David Hicks is going anywhere. That joker went and got the bread. So that's where it's at. And his dad got a head coaching job up the road. So, I mean, yeah. Yep, I agree. The last game that I wanted to talk about in college this weekend, Corey, this was another one right here that kind of caught my attention. I actually sat here and watched a little bit of this game. Spencer Sanders got in and threw a pass, my guy. He got in this game and he actually threw one pass. He completed the one pass that he threw. So, hey, that's definitely
great for you, Spence.
hey, there it was. These are one of those games, though. I thought I picked Tulane. I would have picked Tulane to win this game coming into this one. Ole Miss kind of showed me some things. They came out there and they got the dub against a very talented Tulane Green Wave team. One thing that I'm going to point out, though, is that is not the starting quarterback at Tulane right there. That is the backup. That is the backup. So that explains a lot. That explains a lot right there to me, because I feel like if Pratt would have played this game, he would have beaten Ole Miss, because I think he's going to be one of those guys that kind of gets a chance in the NFL to play. I think that he's going to get a chance to play in the NFL, because I think he's that talented. I mean, hell, they beat USC last year, my guy, whenever nobody was giving them a chance in hell. Yeah. So what they did last year, they've earned my respect. I am right there with you, Matt. I agree 100%. I don't know why he wouldn't have. Why did he, Corey? Why did that joker transfer?
I don't know. He got disgruntled. I think he's wanting more NIL money, and then he actually went into the portal and tried to come back, and Gundy told him no, like, you left, you're out. So I think he realized his mistake. He went out in the portal in the free agency. Nobody really wanted him, and he tried to come back, and it was too late.
I mean, hell, what did he think that was going to happen when he went in the portal? Teams were just going to want a quarterback that throws 10 to 11.
You're a turnover machine, my guy.
Come on, bro.
You had it good here. We put up with that shit at Okie Light. Like,
all the
people
trash
ain't putting up with that.
Everything. Y'all put up with it all, my guy.
Yeah, we put up with a lot of it.
So is there anything else in college football that I missed that you wanted to touch on, Corey?
Nah, we can kick over to the NFL now, buddy.
All right. So we're going to kick over here into this NFL. Week 1, I'd be remiss if we didn't start with this game right here. You see the helmet right there behind my guy. You see it. Show some love, Corey. Throw it up there. Let them know. Let them know. Yep. It doesn't fit your big ass head no more.
Big ass head. I got old and fatter.
We talked about Bama, Matt. We did touch on Bama in Texas, my guy. I said that I was talking about, I'm not trying to take anything away from Texas, because pulling up in there to Bryant-Denny Stadium and beating Alabama was a hell of a win for them boys.
We let off with that. Yeah,
we let off with that one, Matt. That was actually the first game that we talked about. But man,
we pretty much agreed, Matt, that it was the best win of the season. You know, if the Sooners or the Cowboys or any college football team would have went in there and did that to Alabama, they would be talking big cash right now. So
Hey, Steven, we're going to get to that, my guy, because I'm a Vikings fan.
Oh
I'm butthurt.
yeah,
We ain't there
yeah.
yet, though, so hang on.
Coming
Hang on.
soon, coming soon.
Stay
Hold up.
tuned. Stay tuned. We're coming. We're coming. But we have to talk about this one. Now, I want to lead off. I'm going to let you do it. Actually, I'm just going to let you go ahead. Talk this one up, Corey. What's your feelings? Because I know you watched the game. I watched the game as well. How'd you come out of this Thursday night game feeling, my guy?
Shouts out to Dan Campbell for the fake punt. The run game is going to be good with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. It's going to be so nice. Amon-Ra St. Brown got him a tutty. The biggest thing, though, is the defense, right? We held on to 20 points, and big shout out. I know this is going to hurt, but big shout out to Kadarius Toney. He was our best player. My man dropped everything. Oh, my God, I love it.
That
I
one
appreciate
he dropped
him so much.
that one.
Which one? He dropped like 4 of them. My God.
I'm talking the main one, bro, that literally cost them the game.
Oh, the pick six. Yeah.
It hit him right in the damn hands.
Yeah.
Went up and over into your guys' hands.
Yeah.
Ran it back, pick six. Gibbs
Yeah.
is a problem. That is an absolute fact.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew that coming into this thing. That's why y'all drafted him so high. That's why you said goodbye to Jamal Williams. That's why you said goodbye to DeAndre Swift. And that's why you was like, come on, David Montgomery, come teach this young cat how to run the ball in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's basically what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown just kind of picked up where he left off last season. He had 6 catches for 71 yards. Josh Reynolds, I mean, it was going all over. Here's where I'm going to tell you, though. I'm going to humble you, my friend, real quick, because y'all are still the Lions. I'm a Vikings fan, so I got to humble you real quick, my guy.
Okay.
If Travis Kelce and Chris Jones played in this game, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, that's true.
I can rightfully say, and I'm not saying that to slight you guys. Great win. Y'all pulled up into Arrowhead. You beat the man, Patrick Mahomes himself. But to me, that offense looked completely different when you take Travis Kelce out of it.
If I was 6'11", I'd be Anthony Davis.
So I get it.
If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle.
Okay. I like it. I love it. But you get where I'm coming from, though, my guy.
I get what you're coming from. It made it easier.
Absolutely, it did.
So yeah, it is what it is. You got to play who you got to play and play the people that's on the field. So,
but to look at it from y'all side, your defense looked really, really good. Aiden Hutchinson was completely terrorizing the hell out of that offensive line the whole entire game. Like we talked about whenever we were talking about coming into the season, that dude's going to be a dude. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. Aiden Hutchinson is one of those kind of guys. He's one of those type of players that can change the game like that. So, man, that's where I'm at with it. That's where
look, just to close it out on that one, I just thought it was a great win on the road on banner night. In Arrowhead. I think you're right. If Kelce and Jones played, it might have been different, probably, but they didn't. And so we got a very important win. We just got to stack wins. We got to stack as many wins as we can get, and however we can get them. So
that's what it's about. That's what it's about. I wouldn't disagree with you on that one, Steven, but that's what everybody was saying. If he just had Travis Kelce, that's all the help he needs. He just needs Travis Kelce because when Travis Kelce is in that offense
it
for them,
opens up everything for everybody
else for everybody else, and everybody else is doing good. So to hop on in here to this next one, this one was one where I kind of just put my head down real quick.
Oh, man.
This was tough. This was a tough one, even as a fan of my team, to sit there and just watch. I mean,
shake and bake.
Shake and bake. This was one of those things, though, to where I was kind of like, damn, I'm mad that my team lost. But it's like, I was happy to see my dude Bake have a good football game. And when he put his shoulder down, I don't know if you got a chance to watch this game. When he put his shoulder down at the end of that game and just said, I'm getting this first down to hell with everything else you want to say, and he got it, he won that locker room over, my guy.
Yeah.
He won it over. I mean, Baker Mayfield looks like he's trying to find a home in the NFL. He's trying to find a place to stick because they literally said since like Vinny Test, I can't remember golly, I don't know if it was Vinny Testaverde. He's the first quarterback to start for 3 different franchises in 3 straight week ones.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, so the one year that he had, who was it? Freddie Kitchens, I want to say, was his coach his rookie year. He had a good. I'm sure it
He
was.
got
I'm
Freddie
pretty sure.
midway through that first year. I know second year they had gave Freddie the head job his second year.
That's right. That's right. And then they cashed him. But the thing that I'm getting at here, he did good when he was there. He
Mm-hmm.
had some continuity there, everything else.
Mm-hmm.
When you sit back and you kind of look at this right here at the Buccaneers, they got playmakers, my guy. I mean, when you're looking at Mike Evans and you're looking at Chris Godwin
Yeah.
and all them guys, and they just had kind of like a running back by committee type of thing. But that defense is still intact, my guy. I mean, they still got some dudes over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say all this to be said. They lucky that we turned the damn ball over when we did. They, as much as I'm happy for my guy Bacon, I love me some Baker Mayfield. We lost this game. They did not win this game. Point blank, period. Because if we wouldn't have turned the ball over like we did, I mean, hell, the first 2 drives, we had 2 straight fumbles. And then going into the half, we threw an interception in the end zone. And the interception, KJ Osborne had the damn ball in his hands. Dude just came by and snagged it from him. So you can't really put that on Kirk. You know what I mean? And the fumbles, it wasn't Kirk that fumbled the damn ball. It was because Garrett Bradbury, our center, snap. It was a bad snap. You didn't have that continuity between your center and your quarterback. You know just as well as I do, Corey. If you don't have that, that can be bad things.
Yeah.
So, man, Justin Jefferson did Justin Jefferson things. I mean, look at that, 9 yards, 9 receptions, 150 yards. I mean, the dude he did everything but get a touchdown. My guy Jordan Addison, he sat there 4 receptions, 61 yards, and a tutty. I mean, all those things. What's this? Disgraced his family by getting a forced fumble. That he did. But, man, that's another dude right there, though. Just him bringing up that name, they got those kind of dudes on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Now, I fully anticipated coming into this football game that it was going to be a battle just because it seems like every damn football game is a battle for my Vikings. But I fully anticipated us to come out with the dub, and we just didn't. We just didn't come out with it.
It's a great equalizer in sports. Any team sport, when the ball can be turned over to the other team, basketball, football, turnovers are the greatest equalizer. They turned it over. The Buccaneers didn't. That's all you can really say about the game, my guy. Right? That's what it came down to. Baker hit the big shot to Mike Evans. Right? He was steady. He did not turn the ball over. He took sacks. He threw the ball away and punted when he needed to. There was no center quarterback exchange. The Vikings made all the mistakes, and they let an inferior opponent stay in the game and get belief. And once you have belief as the underdog, that's just momentum. And then when you believe you can win, that's when there's a problem. Because if you look at the rosters, right, and I'm pretty sure Minnesota went into that game thinking, man, we should beat these guys by more than 10 points. I don't even know what the line was, but goddamn, like
4.
I don't think anybody.
It was 4.
It was 4, but I don't think anybody seriously gave the Buccaneers a chance, bro. And so shouts out to the Buccaneers. They didn't turn the ball over. They stayed in the game. It was a comeback win, and they struck when they needed to struck, and they struck hard.
I agree. Bake stiff arm. That was just classic Baker Mayfield.
Did you hear the audio on that? When he stiff armed number 7?
He told him something
get your weight up, little ass
get
boy.
Get your weight up. Yeah. He told him. I love it. Hey, that's Bake, man. That's classic Baker Mayfield. And you know what? Shout out to the guy. I love Baker Mayfield. I do. But I'd be lying to you if I said I wanted the Bucs to win on Sunday, because I absolutely did not. And especially the reason why I didn't is because I know what we got coming up this Thursday night. We got to go pull back up into Philadelphia and play them damn Eagles. Tell me how does that work? You played in the NFL, Corey. How in the hell do we got to go up there 2 years in a row? How is that fair?
It's just a schedule. It's a scheduling of it. I can't even honestly tell you because there's one year we had to go somewhere like 3 times in a row. That's just the way they schedule it out, man. So I mean, I'm sorry. Last is what happened is the last time you guys both won your division, so it's a divisional matchup. I'm pretty sure the last time before that though, when y'all played last year, the last time those two divisions played each other, that the Eagles went to Minnesota.
That was
Right.
like 3-4 years ago. But
Yeah.
I'm,
So
I'm
the
with
next
you.
time it comes around, they switch the venues, and then
Yeah,
now
because we're
it's
not
a
playing the NFC East this year.
yeah, but you're
I'm
playing
with
all
you.
of the division winners. So
I'm with you. Yeah, hell yeah. Our schedule is absolutely brutal, bro.
yeah.
It doesn't get any easier. But hey, to each his own. We're gonna bounce back. Because I will say this. Let's go ahead since we are talking about them. Let's jump into this. The Patriots could have won this damn football game
Oh
against the
yeah.
Eagles, my guy.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
most certainly could have. And when I'm sitting here and I'm looking at some of them receivers' names, the only receiver's name, let's just be completely, I mean, I know who Hunter Henry is, I know who Ramondre Stevenson is, but I'm talking strictly receivers. Minus Juju Smith Schuster, who in the hell plays for the damn New England Patriots? Let's be real. I don't see a Jordan Addison on that screen.
Oh,
I don't see a
man.
Justin Jefferson on that screen. That's what I'm getting at here. I think that the
Yeah.
Minnesota Vikings can exploit some weaknesses. And if I'm not mistaken, the Eagles' second cornerback got hurt. Nakobe Dean at linebacker, he's probably going to be questionable, if not out in this game against the Vikings as well. I could see Minnesota pulling up into this thing. I'm not going to pick the game right now because we do that later on in the week. But I would not be surprised if we pulled up in there, maybe with a little bit more energy in us, too, because we did let that game against the Bucks slip away. We just
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And please, God, Lord have mercy, Justin Jefferson, can you get the damn ball in your hands?
End zone.
Just get him the ball. That's all we
Yeah.
need to do. Because you know Darius Slay gonna be locked on him the whole game.
Yep.
So let's and that's somebody I got a lot of respect for this Eagles football team, my guy. I really do. Jalen Hurts, I'm very impressed with what he's done. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. I mean, them dudes got weapons all over the field. Dallas Goedert didn't even get one damn catch in this game, Corey. Not one.
Wow.
And I knew that specifically one because the damn dude's on my damn fantasy
He's
team.
on your fantasy team.
I'm like, man, the guy can't get one damn pass, just one. Come on,
it
Jalen.
was one of those games during the weekend that was a rain game. We had a few of them, so I think that made it harder. But to be honest, the Patriots are playing in the same damn rain. It didn't stop raining when they were on offense, and once they got clicking, man, they started moving the ball up and down the field. So I agree with you. I think it's going to be. I think y'all got a solid chance of going there and steal your W.
I think we can. I'm definitely probably not going to pick it, but I could definitely see it. Another game that I wanted to touch on here, Corey. I just got a couple more, and then we can go ahead and hop up off of this thing.
This is an ass whooping.
They are still that team.
They got to be the favorites, right?
After week one, yes, they would have to be. They would definitely have to be because they had the most dominating performance in week one. So I can't knock that at all. Brock Purdy is still looking like Brock Purdy. Look at Christian McCaffrey. I mean, 22 carries, 152 yards. That man is absolutely loving being behind the damn offensive line that can block. I mean, you look at Brandon Ayuk. He went absolutely bananas. You had, I mean, Debo did his little thing, caught his pass. George Kittle. I mean, whenever you look and you see that George Kittle and Debo didn't do much, but Brandon Ayuk did, and they still blew him out 30-7.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is more of an indictment on the San Francisco 49ers being the best team in the league, or if it's just to say more of maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers were just getting a little bit too much hype.
They were. This is both. This is San Francisco putting everybody on notice. That when our quarterback's healthy, we're probably the best team in the league right now. Right. And then I think Pittsburgh got a lot of hype going into this first game. Kenny Pickett still got a ways to go. It's only his second year. He got exposed. But he's not going to see this defense every week.
No,
So,
no. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right.
He's not going to see these guys every
Right.
week. He'll have better days. I think this is more about the 49ers than it is about the Steelers.
Okay. I got 2 more games that I wanted to touch on. This one right here was probably the game of the week. If you're a fan that likes to watch scoring, if you're a fan that likes to watch offenses go up and down, there was literally no defense played in this damn football game. Tyreek Hill went absolutely bananas, 11 receptions, 215 yards. I mean, Tua, look at Tua, 466 passing yards, my guy. I mean, the dude went absolutely ape shit.
Bro, they gotta stop sleeping on Tua.
On the other side, though, you had the Chargers coming up in there. You had Austin Eckler, who they're saying could possibly be out this weekend because of an ankle issue. Keenan Allen did Keenan Allen things. I mean, Justin Herbert, he just looked like a solid quarterback. He really, to me, though, there was a few of them, he looked a little bit like he just kind of let his run game do their thing. But he looked like a quarterback that didn't want to make a mistake. And he looked hesitant at times to me. And I think that's why they didn't score more than Miami, because Tua was out there absolutely letting that thing slap. Did you see that throw that I can't remember who it was to. It was in the end zone, but it went like past the defender and it hit. I want to say it was Tyreek Hill, but I'm not sure.
Was it a touchdown pass?
Yes, and it was like in the corner of the end zone. And that man, Tua, threw it on a rope, and it went through the defender's hands right into his guy.
Oh, it went to that guy, River. What's his name? Look at the stat line. It's the 5th guy down on the receiver list.
Let's move in here. What do we got? Oh, yeah. Right there?
Craycraft. Yeah.
Craycraft?
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I think it was, because I know it wasn't Tyreek. Bro, that pass.
Yeah, it was a dime.
and then one of the captions was, and everybody laughed at Tyreek whenever he said that Tua was one of the most gifted passers in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I think everybody laughed at him because of who he was coming from. I mean, come on now, chill out, bro. Yeah. So the last one that I just wanted to touch on.
You got to speak on it, even though I hate this damn team, bro.
I do too, and I hate seeing them do what they did last night, but we got to be real with ourselves here, Corey. Is it out of line to say that they look like Super Bowl contenders this year, my guy?
Again, they're not going to play the Giants offense every week. I wish they do, because I got the Cowboys defense in 2 of my leagues, and they absolutely won me games. I will say this. Can I ask you a question? Can we put this whole Danny Dimes being a quarterback? Do you want to see him against a not the top ranked defense? Do we need to see him for another 3 or 4 games before we can have an honest opinion on Danny Dimes and what the Giants did last year? Because you called this last year. This Giant team was kind of fugazi last year. They started 6-0, 6-1, and then since that 6-1 start, I think I saw the stat, they're 4-8-1 since that 6-0 start last year.
I mean, let's just call it what it is, man. The terrible ass Vikings defense last year in the playoffs got Daniel Jones a contract. That's what happened. They got that man paid. You know what I'm saying? They got that man paid. Because he looked like damn Joe Montana out there against us last season in that playoff game, man. So
right.
I don't think he's going to be a quarterback that's going to take the New York Giants to the next level. No, I don't. Because Eli Manning won Super Bowls, and I'm not a hater on Eli Manning. He was a very serviceable quarterback. He was good. But let's be completely honest. Those teams were led by that defense that they had.
Yeah.
They really were. I mean, you had your Michael Strahans, Osi Umenyoras. I mean, the list goes on. The list just goes on to the dudes that they had on those defenses. And those were all-time great defenses that he played with those years. I don't think Daniel Jones is anywhere near an Eli Manning. Not even close.
No.
As far as like starting quarterbacks in the NFL, man, I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks that I can think of that I'd rather have than Daniel Jones. The list just it's I don't even got Daniel Jones top 25, my guy.
Mm.
He ain't even top 25. I think
Mm.
Baker Mayfield, with the way he played yesterday, passed Daniel Jones up. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? It's just he just looked. Now, granted, you got to give credit where credit's due. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because that Cowboys defense would give a lot of quarterbacks issues. Let's just be completely honest.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons was splitting double teams like it was absolutely nothing, my guy. So I look at all those things, those factors. He's not worth what he's getting paid. He's not trash, but he's not good. I'll
That's
put it
fair.
like that. I'll put it
That's
like
fair.
that. That's
That's
about
fair.
where I'm at. I mean, he's a serviceable quarterback. There's not a lot of other guys. They can't just get rid of him and go get another one tomorrow. You know what? They're not. It doesn't
Right.
exist. Not with where they're at as a team, because I think the New York Giants are like a 500 football team this year.
Yeah.
I could see them going like 9-8, maybe 8-9 is what I can see. So that's
Yeah.
because you
I'm
can't
with you there.
you can't finish 500 no more. I take that back because of the damn
This is
17 games.
17, so you're either gonna be
But
8-9 or 9-8, but they'll be right around there, maybe a
that's
little
what
less.
they're arguably the third best team in their division. Is between them and the Commanders. But the Eagles and the Cowboys are just in another class of their own. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's 49ers, Eagles, Cowboys coming out of this first week. And I might slide the Cowboys up above them.
For right now, yeah. Going
I
off
mean,
of week
hell,
one, yeah.
let's be real. Who you picking? The New York Giants or the New England Patriots? I think you go with the Giants in that game, would you not?
I'd go with the Giants in the game, but shit, after after the way they played, I don't know. I think the Giants had the tougher task playing the tougher defense. You know
And
what I
that's saying
mean?
a lot. That's saying a lot, though, too. That
Yeah.
really is, because the Eagles have a hell of a damn defense themselves.
Yeah.
They just, man, it just seemed like the Cowboys were just rotating dudes in there,
Yeah.
and everybody. They had like 6 or 7 sacks in this game, if I'm not mistaken, my
They had
guy.
7 sacks, and they were on the road too. So I mean, I think their task was tougher, to be
And it
honest.
was but the thing is how many times are we gonna keep putting the damn Cowboys and the Giants on prime time? When are they gonna learn that the Giants just cannot beat the Cowboys?
No, they're not.
They just
They're
can't.
not.
So,
They're
I
not.
mean, who the Cowboys got next week? Let's take a look here. A little quick little
Jets.
without Aaron Rodgers, possibly.
The game just went to overtime, by the way, too.
I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at well, that's why right there, my guy. Look at that.
Yep, the 3 INTs. Zach Wilson, 14 for 21, 140, 1 TD, 1 pick.
I mean, of course, the man gonna act like he can't throw a damn touchdown pass now when B Hill picks him on his fantasy team, some bitch. Man, I'll tell you what. Good thing I got Deshaun Watson, though. Haha, just saying.
Yeah.
Just
It's a
saying.
good backup plan. Good backup plan.
I don't know,
Man.
man. I don't know if this is the Jets got a hell of a defense though, so they can keep themselves in the
Oh, yeah,
game.
they'll keep themselves in it.
And Zach Wilson is a serviceable quarterback. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's Aaron Rodgers, but hey, man, you had it coming, A-Rod. You talk all this trash in the offseason. You basically shit on the Packers organization. You know what I mean? That had done nothing but give you money your whole entire career that
Yeah.
sometimes you might not have deserved.
Yeah.
And I mean, the dude
Karma.
never. Hey, all I'm saying is Donald Driver was one of his receivers last time he won a Super Bowl. I'm just gonna leave y'all with that. I'm just gonna leave y'all with that. He ain't did nothing since
been in
then.
a long time.
So that's where I'm at. And it's the good old Hard Knocks curse, man. That's where I'm at. Everybody says the Madden curse. I think the Hard Knocks curse
is real.
way worse.
It's real.
So, is there any other games that I missed that you wanted to touch on? I think we kind of touched on all the big ones.
That's it.
All right, man. Hey, hour and 4 minutes tonight, my guy.
Yeah.
Wanted to shout out to the people that stopped in today to chat some football with us. As always, hey, anybody else that watches this video, if you guys make it all the way here to the end to listen to me say this, subscribe. subscribe. We are literally sitting at 90 subscribers right now, guys. We really need y'all's help. Tell your friends, tell your family, let them know. Be Hill, Corey Hilliard on the House Divided makes it happen on YouTube. We want to blow this thing up. We want to blow it up with all you. I'd love to sit here one night and have over 100 people sitting in this room just where we couldn't keep up with the comments. I would love it. I would love it. It's a dream of ours, guys. We do this because this is what we love, and we feel like that we have good content to bring to you guys. So that's what we're doing. We out here. We're for the people. And, hey, we can't get anywhere that we want to go, Corey, without them. So we got to go on up from there. That's where we at. So as always, guys, this is the House Divided. Always drop down there in those comments and holler at us. We'd love to hear from you. But until next time, guys, peace out.
Peace.